This is a trap game and a half. It's the Detroit Lions, and there's, to me right now, as much as I love them, until they can prove me wrong, they're the same old Lions.
We are here today to talk about NFL Week 5 predictions. We've already passed the Chicago Bears game.
And I said they would win 40-20. No one heard me, though, so
He didn't say that at all.
Hey.
I wasn't here, but I did say that DJ Moore was going to get over 200 yards receiving.
Really?
Was it?
Yeah.
I think it was just a lucky game because they don't have a. I mean, Justin
They don't
Fields is
have a
not going to make
quarterback.
it.
Here's the thing.
They don't have a team.
My
bro.
Facebook feed is going to be blowing up with Justin Fields for MVP now. That's all they've been talking about is how he's a top 5 quarterback.
We got Gary back again. We've got Jason
Yes.
here. Check it. Gary is from the sweet state of Michigan.
The sweet state of Michigan.
No, Ishigan. I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say.
Michigan.
Oh, don't go.
The
You are
sweet
not
state-
even an Ohio
it's
State
Michigan.
fan over there. I don't know
It
why.
doesn't matter. We call it Michigan.
Let's just
That
call
M is no
them
longer there.
the mitten. You know that little thing children wear, mittens?
Yeah, the
you know?
mittens.
It's like a state for little children. Mittens.
Okay. Anyways,
He's a big Lions fan. We thought we'd get his predictions for the upcoming week.
Yeah, week
we
5.
did miss Chicago.
but we are ready to go for Sunday, guys. We got a lot of teams. Let's talk about the Jaguars and the Bills.
9:30
Bills.
a.m. because they are in London. The
Yeah,
This is
9:30
Jags.
a.m. This is a London game.
Jags are in London again. It's 2 weeks in a row.
So this isn't like the Toy Story 2 game, is it? Because
I don't know if anybody watched that last week, but
Toy Story
it started
2
off pretty bad.
I did not.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch it.
They- So like they try to place the football on the field with the claw thing, right, from the machine.
Really?
And they picked it up on the sideline, put the
With
ball.
some of the grass.
Well, it was a Toy Story thing.
Yeah, it was a
AI.
Toy Story
It was
theme. It was an
AI.
actual theme game.
It was a themed like toy.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
in
They weren't
Andy's room.
really-
So whatever
Oh,
they
didn't
did on
actually
the-
pick a ball up.
No, whatever they did on the field for real, they recreated it for the Toy Story game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
But anyway,
See, I can't get
the
up
claw
that
picks
early in
up
the
the
morning to
football
watch a
off the
9 a.m.
sideline.
game.
After they kick the ball off, and it comes over and it goes to place the football down, and then all of a sudden it just goes and takes off, and the football is no longer there, and I'm just like, I turned it off after that.
Like
Yeah. I don't know that I would
they
watch
try
that.
too much. They try to do too much to a sport that is already just
Massive.
massive, maxed out with viewers. Probably. I mean, like, bro, you're losing viewers. You're doing too much NFL.
No, you know what? I'll say this. At least they're trying.
Well, it's
baseball's
because
not.
Disney owns
Baseball's not trying to do anything.
ESPN.
Yeah.
So that's why they wanted to do that.
That's-
I get that. I can see some cool things with some of that, but like
No, that's just too.
to me
that's
it's
too
failing.
much. Listen,
Baseball needs to do something.
I will say this: I will not be watching Jacksonville and Buffalo at 9:30 a.m. I do not get up that early.
Yes, you do.
yes, you
That's a
do.
lie.
Here's the thing: I
have no choice.
I love
My
waking
kids
up
wake me
at the
up.
crack of noon.
You will be at church at
Yeah,
9.
you'll be at 9 o'clock or 9:30.
Well, he still won't be
8:30.
watching it.
I won't be
then.
watching
still
it. I'll
won't be
be
watching
sleeping behind the
Soundboard.
mats going,
That wouldn't
listen.
surprise me.
trying to get you guys through your slides that you don't remember the names of the words.
Wow.
And it's like, how many times we sang this? 48,000 times? And you don't know the words yet? Okay.
Anyways, Jaguars, Bills,
Bill's winning it.
Bills.
Jaguars are winning it.
Why? Because our Uncle Mike is a Jaguars fan?
That's for you, Uncle Mike. Jaguars winning in London against the Bills. Home field advantage because somebody on the Jaguars
Is
has a
from London?
relative from England somewhere in their history. That's it. And that's
Okay.
why.
Yeah.
Actually,
no.
I
You know what's
think-
funny is I have Trevor Lawrence on one of my fantasy teams, and I'm still saying Bills.
Is he
I-
starting
you know
for
what?
your fantasy
Here's
team?
the thing.
Actually, he's not.
I have
Jordan Love starting.
I have Josh Allen on my
you?
team and Burrow, but Burrow's just been.
You better be starting Josh Allen.
I am, but
Burrow said
here's
he
the
felt
thing.
the best he's ever felt so far this year.
We'll
after
talk
last
about
night.
that here in a couple minutes.
So
okay?
far this year, that's
Jaguars, Bills. Let's stay on track. We got a long list to go here.
yeah.
Yep.
We do. Get
All right,
Jaguars,
so
Bills.
hold on. You say Buffalo.
saying
I'm
Buffalo.
saying Jacksonville. You said
Buffalo.
Gary.
I'll go Buffalo, but they don't cover.
Oh, okay, nice. Buffalo, but they don't cover. Next one,
Saints, Patriots.
Paints and Satriots.
We'll Going Saints.
Yeah.
Is Derek Carr back? Is he healthy?
Oh, I don't know. What? He went out for a concussion last week, didn't
I
he?
think so. Is he back? Producer. Our producer's not there. He's not able to
he's
look.
eating
well.
French
He's
fries.
eating French fries.
Man,
Parmesan
my
encrusted
goodness.
French fries.
Oh,
Then he was
my
gone.
goodness.
Oh, my
He's just
gosh,
been
you
gone.
guys.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Why do you
douchebag.
even eat?
You don't need to eat.
You don't need
You've
to
been
eat.
eating all
It's
day.
okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say Patriots. They're at home. I'm gonna go with Patriots.
I'm still going. I'm not going with Mac Jones.
No, I think
The Patriots and
I
Ezekiel
think he's
Elliott.
gonna have an outstanding game against the Saints, and I'm going Patriots win.
What have you been like? Have you been sniffing something today, or
Just
This microphone.
that is the truth?
the airplane.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips as a kid? Or something?
Did I eat paint chips as a kid? Yeah. No. I think that Mac Jones is going to have it's going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those good games he's going to have. He's not going to have a lot of them, but this is going to be one of them against New Orleans.
Is he going to play against no defense?
No, they'll figure out.
He might throw 2 interceptions against no defense.
Oh, you're probably right.
Listen, he's popping off. This is the one game that he's going to pop up. Okay, this is one of the 4 games this season he's going to pop off on. This is going to be one of their 4 wins, is New Orleans.
I'm going with New Orleans. All right.
I'll make my prediction. I guess you guys already know that I'm going with New Orleans here.
Yep.
Yeah, New England, right?
No.
New Orleans.
Which one's newer, New England or New Orleans? You know what? I'm going to base mine on new and
Absolutely
new.
nothing.
Orleans,
Absolutely
England.
nothing. Just like last week.
E is before O. New. They're both new, but E is before O in the alphabetical conformulation of letters. And New England's going to win, and that's
right.
the other reason New England's going to win.
All right.
Next game,
Titans, Colts.
Titans, Colts. Here's the deal.
I'm going with Colts.
I'm going with the Titans because
They do.
Derrick Henry is on my fantasy team, and I did not start him last week,
You done
Nice.
it.
and I
did.
lost.
I started him,
I
and I,
wouldn't have
still
started
lost
them either because
because I accidentally started. I forgot to
Yeah.
look, and Joe Burrow.
But-
was
I
still
honestly
in.
thought the
But, like,
Bengals had it.
I
don't-
did too
dude,
because the
this is-
Bengals defense has shut Derrick Henry down
Yes.
in the past.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
And we've looked
Not
good
this week.
The defense has looked
He
good
ends up
this
throwing
year.
a touchdown pass, and I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
The defense is. I mean, that whole team right now.
That's we are. I think we're just trying to figure some things out.
We've
It's-
been figuring things out. And
Okay, listen, we're not there yet. Once we
Okay.
get to the Bengals, we'll talk about the Bengals. Titans, Colts, who do you got? Titans?
Titans.
I'll go with the Titans off their big win last week.
You said Colts.
I'm going Colts.
I think
do the
Derrick
Colts
Henry.
even
I think
have?
Derrick Henry's going to throw 2
Who do the
touchdown
Colts
passes.
have? Who's their quarterback?
I think it's Peyton Manning, but
Anthony
Anthony
Richardson.
Richardson, and he's
Who is that?
Good question, but I mean,
actually.
it's either him or Gardner Minshew, because and Minshew's the one that beat the.
Gesundheit.
You know what?
I mean, he beat the Ravens, so I mean,
yeah, but the Ravens are hot garbage, and that I'm only
know
saying
what?
that because they're in the
All
Bengals
right, listen,
division.
real quick. Here's the thing on Anthony Richardson. I didn't realize he took a week 2
Steroids?
concussion. No,
Oh.
he took a week 2 concussion. And head coach Shane
Battier.
Yeah, whatever. Told reporters on Wednesday that Richardson will return to practice for the first time since suffering the injury. So he's questionable.
Wait, this week? He's
yeah, he's
just now
questionable.
coming back?
Yeah, he's questionable.
From a week 2 concussion?
Yeah. Oh wait, no,
no, that was last week.
that
I
was
think.
last week.
He played
Yeah,
last
that's
week.
a
So
week.
yeah. I'm
Week
going
4.
with the Colts.
You're still going Colts?
Yep.
I'm going to go
I'm
Tennessee.
back in time.
I'm going to go ahead and say Tennessee as well. I think that Derrick Henry, because he's on my fantasy team and I need the points, is going to pop off even more than against the Bengals.
All right.
Next game.
Ravens Steelers.
Who cares? I hope they tie.
I hope they tie. Actually, I'm going to go Pittsburgh because I need the Bengals to stay in contention, and if Baltimore wins another one, it's pretty much going to be over. So I'm hoping the Steelers. I'm going to say
I'm with you on that.
the
'Cause
Steelers
honestly, I was
win
about to say
because the
Ravens,
Bengals need the Steelers
but
to
we
win
need- yeah.
to keep them at 3-2 each.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. We're rooting for the Steelers there.
My 3-year-old son could call better offensive plays for the Steelers than Matt Canada does. So I think the Ravens.
And he's 3 and he can't even talk yet. Like But he could do better.
He could do better.
Much
I
better.
agree. No, but I'm rooting for the Steelers, but I think the Ravens are probably going to win. So.
I'm going to say Steelers.
Listen, can we go back?
They're
to
at home. I think that they're going to get that home field advantage feel, and Baltimore's just going to falter at the end of the game, and
ugly, terrible
something
foul.
stupid's going to happen.
Yeah.
The turf monsters are going to grab them. I don't even know if they have turf or grass, but I'm going Pittsburgh.
I'm pretty sure they
let's
still
go.
have. I'm pretty sure
Pittsburgh.
Wonder
still
Twin
has
Twin
grass.
powers.
That's the only time.
activate.
And
Hot take.
this is the only time anybody from Cincinnati will root for Steelers.
There's only rare occasions
Yes.
you're allowed to root for the Steelers, and that's one of them. When they're not as good as the team they're facing, but the other team they're facing's in the division, and you need them to. You don't need one team to be rocketing off in the division.
Yeah, we're voting for the Steelers. All right, moving on. Gary, what's your team? Who are they playing?
Detroit Lions playing the Panthers.
Who's going to win this?
Oh, Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit is on
Let me
it right
tell you
now.
something about my team, the Detroit Lions.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I've been watching them ever since, I'm 52 now, so probably about 47 years.
Jeez.
This is a trap game and a half.
What do you mean?
I
You think that the NFL is going to make
no,
sure?
I don't think it. I think it's the Detroit Lions, and there's to me right now, as much as I love them, until they can prove me wrong, they're the same old Lions.
Just kind of like the
That's just
Bengals
on
used to be.
Thanksgiving.
Like, but like the Bengals used to be, where it's like they're
Thanksgiving
going to
games.
falter and screw up somehow.
They already did once against Seattle.
So remember 2 years ago, we were in Michigan for your birthday party with all of us in my van, and we were
Right.
listening to the game they were playing the Ravens, and
Justin Tucker 64-yard field goal.
was 66, wasn't it?
Something, but it was a record.
It was a record, the record field goal. We're all in the car. Gary goes, "We're still going to lose this." I'm like, "Gary, it's 4th and 972. They're not going to do it." And then they get the first down with like 2 seconds left and kick this massively long field goal, and it bounces in. And you should have heard the car of Lions fans just let out a sigh of excruciating pain. It was unbearable. I got out while the car was moving. It wrecked and they all died. Oh wait, you're never mind.
It is definitely a trap game. So I'm going to have to make two predictions here.
No, you only won.
If it's the same old Lions, Panthers by 5.
But it hasn't been, it seems like.
Dude, Jared
Yeah.
Goff, man,
Jared
he's
Goff's
an
been going off.
underrated quarterback. And I've
But
said this
my
for a long
my
time.
heart, which has been broken year after year after year by the Lions, says Lions by 7.
What's the Lions' record this year?
3-1.
So they've already lost
Panthers
one.
are
I'm going with
0-4.
Lions.
Panthers are
I'm
0-4.
going to root. Oh yeah.
I'm going Lions.
I'm
Yeah.
going Lions.
I'm going Lions. I think that
I think the
Panthers.
Lions have got it.
I'm going to put more faith in your team than you will.
I mean, they are at home, which is good.
Yeah.
But the Panthers absolutely ran all over them last year.
Detroit.
So
Yeah, that's true too.
They still got the same running back?
I think
Wait,
so.
did everybody make a prediction of the last game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure nobody got left out. If you get left out, say it. So be like, "Hey, I didn't make my prediction, Scott.
Yeah.
Don't move
Well,
on."
my
So here's what
predict-
we'll do. We'll just
My
keep leaving
prediction
Jason
was
out.
I said we were
Yeah.
going to tie because I don't care about either team.
Yeah.
And you guys decide. Well, I mean, I understand why you picked the Steelers just for
Yeah.
the Bengals' sake, but the
But who
Bengals.
do you
So,
think would-
Gary's
but who do you
got
think would win that?
Panthers?
You think they're going to actually tie?
No.
No, I'll go with the Lions and eat.
Baltimore.
and-
Yeah,
There we go.
We got a Lions fan to root for the Lions finally.
Man,
They won't even root for themselves.
Next game, Scotch.
Texans, Falcons.
Texans, Falcons, both 2-2.
both
Okay.
terrible.
Both, yeah, like paper. They
I
are
will
Both
say,
have
terrible.
zero offense.
CJ Stroud's been kind
What
of
defense is better though? If they
going
none of
with
them have
Atlanta.
offense.
Dude, Atlanta's got a better defense.
Let's make a hot take here. I'm going to say that between the two teams, they're going to have 14 made field goals and 17 attempted.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That is going to be the offense. I don't think any of them is going to score a touchdown. It's going to be a field goal game.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I think it is going to come down to defense. I think I think Falcons defense is going to step it up. But I'm rooting for Desmond Ridder, bro. So
Yeah.
I'm going for the Falcons, man.
I'll say Falcons just because they're at home, and that's it. That's the only edge they have.
I'm going to go with Falcons because I have their running back in my fantasy.
Cross those fingers, Gary. I can't even anymore, man. My hands are getting fat. Sorry. Gosh. Actually, they're getting skinny now, boys.
Good
Diet.
for you. What do you got, Jason? So we don't skip you.
Right? You guys have been skipping me all night. But anyway,
On to the Giants and Dolphins.
No, hold on. He's got a.
zing.
But
I'll go with Atlanta.
there we go.
Okay, there you
I
go.
mean, I don't really know the specs of either one of these two teams really, except for Desmond Ridder plays for Atlanta. So I'm gonna
Jesse
go,
Bates, former Bengal. He's on their defense.
And they miss him.
Yeah, we do miss him. Bad.
Yeah.
But I think they've got a solid D. So, defense.
So yeah, Atlanta. Who's next?
Giants, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Dude, Tua. Oh, man.
I mean, they're facing the Giants. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be the
Who did the
Dolphins.
Giants beat?
That's a good
Actual
question.
I don't know.
If only our
Who did the
producer
Giants
could
beat
look it
this
up.
year, producer Nathan?
The Giants. Hang on.
Just look up the Atlanta Giants.
They beat the Cardinals.
Yes, 31 to 28.
Well, that's not a
in
shocker.
week 2.
After getting
by a
beat
field
40
goal.
to nothing
By a field goal.
by the
Yeah.
By
That's
getting
seriously not a
slapped by
shocker.
Dallas.
Both of those teams
Here's-
are terrible.
They've
Here's
gotten
the deal.
slapped by every other team.
Yeah.
As
30
a
to
former
12.
Cowboys fan, I'm going with the Dolphins. But really, you have to go for the Dolphins. I think, again, like we've said on a different podcast, Tua has gotten bigger and stronger and better.
And his head is fixed.
Is it though?
fixed.
fixed.
I'm still saying he's going to have at least 5 concussions this year.
Still, I'm
Five?
going with none,
Wow.
man.
Wow.
None.
Dude, he's going to get hit.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins. I did this.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dolphins, they had their stinker against Buffalo. They're not going to have 2 in a row.
That's true. Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's a
Definitely
good point.
Dolphins.
They're going to come back. They're also at home against the Giants. I mean, like that should be an easy win for Miami. Miami, if you don't win, you have to come on this podcast. And I mean, the whole team are going to fill this room up with all 53
Wow,
guys.
man, that's going to be a lot of guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going, and we're gonna get to the best for last. We know who that is. So, all right, here we go. Eagles, Rams.
Eagles, Rams.
Harper.
This one's
Producer
tough.
Colby's saying Eagles.
Producer Colby, he doesn't know.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles too. I think
Hurts
they're
is
the better team.
pretty good.
Yeah. Hurts.
It
got,
hurts to say that.
I mean, Matthew Stafford, he's getting too old. He's
Yeah.
not Tom Brady. So Jalen Hurts.
The
and
Tom
the
Brady's
Eagles-
still not too old.
Well,
this is true.
Tom Brady, you coming back?
come back. Who needs
To
it?
the
All
Jets.
the Jets. Yeah. The Jets.
That's
The
the QB.
the Eagles have the other Swift on their team. So
Hey, here we go.
I
You mean the
they have
Kelsey-
they have a Kelsey
and
too.
a
That's
Swift.
right.
They have a Kelsey and a Swift too.
Yes.
Wow. Just
So-
like the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I think the Eagles. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's
Hate
gonna
the
be.
Yeah.
Rams a lot.
I want to say the Rams, but
It's going to be the Eagles.
it's going to be the Eagles. They're just
Unfortunately.
Eagles.
they're so
Stafford's
good
getting
right
old.
now. They're so good right now.
Since we're talking about Kelsey's, let's move on to the Chiefs Vikings.
Well, the Chiefs because they pay off their refs. So, and
Hot take.
Patrick
Hot
Mahomes
take.
is the NFL's golden boy right now. So.
Dude, he is.
They
that
will
game
not.
last
Sounds like Kermit the
They
Frog.
will not let them lose to Minnesota. But
Even if Swift's there, if she actually is there, they're not going to let the Chiefs lose when Swifty's in the stands.
yeah, Swift is a winner, and
Swifty,
they won't let
they're getting all
anybody
that
that
money
cheats.
from
Anybody notice? I don't know if you guys have cable, but most of the commercials when you're watching sports anymore it has Kelsey in it.
Yeah, Travis
Yes.
Kelsey.
Yes.
Travis Kelsey.
Did you hear? Did you hear what they did for the game against the Jets?
No.
They wanted. The Taylor Swift's got that movie coming out next week of her concert movie. They wanted them to do the preview of it for free.
What?
Wow.
Like the whole movie preview, the whole
No,
movie?
like you're watching a movie preview, like
Right.
a
Yeah,
commercial.
okay.
The
Oh,
trailer.
trailer. Oh, okay.
For free.
Nobody cares.
Who wanted this?
ABC. Well, no, NFL actually.
Wow. Okay.
It made ABC do it, and they did it.
Wow.
Wow.
And
Wow.
absolutely nobody cares about Swift.
You
Wow.
do. You brought it up.
Every female.
You sure did.
You sure did.
And you
I
went
did.
to the concert too. You know it.
I did actually both.
But
of
you're
them.
the
You
only
went to
singer.
the
You're the
I
concert?
went to both concerts in Cincinnati, and I had front row seats.
Did you? Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
You're such a liar.
Hey, no.
Yeah, because Joe would have driven you there.
Hey, remember what you said to me on the phone?
Hey, I actually did tell Colby. I said,
Uh-oh.
Colby, bro, if we got tickets, though, I'm going. Like, let's do it.
I wouldn't go to a concert, mostly because I don't
No.
like concerts. But I will say, some of Taylor Swift's older songs are very catchy, and I just can't
Oh,
help.
what
but
you mean like her country album?
When she was
when she
country.
was actually country.
no, I'm talking
what
about
she
right after
actually
that.
won for was country.
No,
song?
I think after that, you know.
No,
I'm gonna
she's
go
got
with
some good
the
pop
Swift.
songs.
I mean
Yeah, she's got
Chiefs.
some good pop songs.
They're gonna win.
That's
Sorry,
what
yes.
that's what their new name's
Chiefs,
going to be.
the
Swifts.
Kansas City
The
Chiefs,
Kansas City Swifts.
the Kansas City refs,
Hashtag
Kansas City refs.
Kansas City ref Swifts.
Yeah,
Swift
Chi-
refs.
Swift refs,
Swift
cheating
refs.
Swift refs. Yeah, Kansas City's
got
going to win that.
tongue-tied,
Minnesota's
so
not going to do anything. The
Kirk-
NFL
no,
will
listen,
not let them.
Kirk Cousins won't be with them. Hot take: Kirk Cousins will not be with the Vikings at the end of the year.
Whoa.
Hotter take.
Why do you say
he will
that?
not be with them in the middle of the year. Well, he'll be with them, but they're going to
Because they're
going
going to be to a point where they're not going to make the playoffs.
Playoffs?
They're going to trade him. Going to want to be traded to a team that's going to.
All right, everybody's
Poor
saying
Justin
Kansas
Jefferson.
City. Let's move on to New York and Denver. Hot take at the beginning of the year, Mister. I picked Denver. I want them to make it to the playoffs. They
Yeah.
are now 1-3. What are your thoughts?
One of my thoughts are that Russell Wilson is trash, and whatever he's got going on, he needs to just go ahead and retire.
Yeah.
Because he is not good at football anymore. But the Jets don't have a quarterback as of right now, and I do think they have a better team though. So I'm going to go with the Jets.
Ooh, nice.
man.
Gary,
I'm
Jets
go-
or Denver?
I'm going to go with Denver.
Oh,
Come on,
Denver. Here we go.
I'm gonna go with Denver. I think Russell Wilson might actually break out for a game once.
I think
game once. You know, I saw something.
He's due.
He is due.
I saw something
is
online
due.
where
due-due.
You know what? That's a good point. I was going to say Jets, but I'm going to go ahead and say Denver because he's due and they're at home. I think he's going to pop off for enough to beat a horrible Jets team.
And Zach Wilson had his good game last week, and the refs took it away. So
That's true.
All right, now moving on to Green Bay and Las Vegas. Packers, Raiders. Gary,
I think the NFL wants Jordan Love to succeed. So I'm going to go with the Packers on this one.
Packers. Scott,
I'm going with Green Bay
why?
Man,
because Jordan Love is my quarterback on my
love
fantasy
that.
team.
It figures.
Yeah, I didn't
mean, they
actually,
do-
I didn't actually start with him on my fantasy team. He was a free agent.
Oh, really?
And he did.
You wanna
started
know
having
why?
Some really good. It's because he's
Hot trash.
yes. Well, because nobody thought he was going to be good, but he started having some good games. So I was like, all right, pick
Yeah,
him
he
up.
looks
Anyways,
We'll talk about some hot trash later.
Jason, Green
Green
Bay. Green Bay.
Green
Okay.
Bay.
Here's the thing. We have a buddy that is sitting there sometimes. Ben, you know Ben. We all know Ben. He's a huge Green Bay Packers fan, and because of that, just because of that, I'm going with Las Vegas Raiders.
they do have Devontae Adams,
Because-
and they've got.
I don't care for Green Bay, Ben, at all. I love you, but I don't love Green Bay. Don't care.
Man.
Vegas is going to make Love look like Jeff Blake this week. And they're going to the hot take. Raiders are pounding the Packers this week. It's not even going to be close. It's going to be Raiders 12, Green Bay 2.
You do realize Garoppolo may not play again.
I don't care.
Okay.
What did they? Yeah, I was going to say, what happened?
Because Ben's a friend of
Concussion.
mine and he's a huge
Yeah.
Green Bay Packers fan. That's why I'm going with the Raiders.
Okay.
All right, so next up,
Next up-
Cowboys, 49ers.
Oh, this is going to be probably the best game of the week.
no, it won't.
What? Why?
Because Dallas is a fluke.
No.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh!
listen.
Yes.
You used to be a 49ers fan growing up. I used to be a Cowboys fan growing up.
and I switched to the Cowboys back then because they had everybody.
Yeah, but San Francisco was winning back then too.
San Francisco is going to win it because Dak Prescott is not as good
Hold up.
as everybody
I'd just
thinks.
like to say this. Notice how they both just said they were Dallas and 49ers fans, but look at what they're wearing right now. Bengals.
We didn't live in Cincinnati.
We didn't live
it
here
doesn't-
until
okay,
2000.
It doesn't matter.
In
You
2000,
guys-
I laughed at you.
go
Even
with
when
the
we
team.
first moved here, we weren't Bengals
I wasn't
fans.
a Bengals fan until
I honestly started being a Bengals fan
2003.
back in
Gary,
when Palmer
even
came
though you're a
in.
Detroit
Palmer.
fan, I give props to you for staying a Detroit fan.
Here's the
way to
thing.
stay with it.
What happened to me was I started getting upset because my friends would get upset when the Bengals would lose because Bengals are perennial losers. So I was getting upset, and then I realized, oh man, I'm getting like kind of mad that the Bengals are losing so
Yep.
much and hurting
You
all my
say
friends.
bandwagon?
You guys might kick me out of here, but when I was a kid, I always liked the Lions, but I really liked the Steelers.
Get out of
Get
here.
out
out.
of here.
Get out.
Get out. I didn't like
that
the
note,
Steelers when I
Gary's
was
out.
a Cowboys fan in the 90s. I didn't like the
I gave him
Steelers.
props.
I mean,
He's out
I'm
now.
around for Terry Bradshaw. That's how old I am. I remember when he played, was the quarterback for the Steelers.
You
Man,
probably
back
remember
in
when
1925.
Honus Wagner played
You
football.
guys are older than. Get out. Anyways, all right. Cowboys, 49ers. who you got?
49ers. He says 49ers.
49ers, and I'll do like Scotty does because I have their quarterback and McCaffrey. I've got Purdy and McCaffrey
man.
on my
You have
fantasy.
I do
McCaffrey.
think. I think.
McCaffrey's been averaging 30 points a game for me.
I'm going with 49ers as well.
49ers,
Cowboys
really?
are-
Brock
they're
Purdy's
not
probably a
gonna-
better quarterback than Dak Prescott, and I think Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey's going to run him
Oh,
down the
yeah.
field.
Gary, come on, hit me with something better.
It's 49ers.
Thank you.
They might have went to the Super
You
Bowl
guys
last
are-
year if Purdy not have gotten hurt.
Yes, I agree with that.
Super Bowl if they wouldn't suck. All right, listen, here's my thing. We have another friend named Zachary.
Oh, here we go.
He is a huge 49ers fan, and for that reason, I'm going with Dallas. Also, I used to like Dallas. Forget San Francisco. I've never liked San
Boys are
Francisco.
hot garbage.
San Francisco's at home. I don't care. Dak Prescott's not going to help them win. Their Dallas defense
Nope.
is going to help them win. They're going to pop off again because everybody's written them off.
Okay.
Dallas wins in San Francisco. It's not huge. Maybe by a field goal at the end
Okay,
of the game.
the Cowboys are 3-1, but look at who they have beat.
I can't.
Nobodies.
I'm blind. I can't. I can't
Nobodies.
do anything.
They have beat
How many fingers am I holding up?
the Giants 40-0,
Yeah,
the Jets
huge.
30-10.
The Jets were amazing.
They lost to the Cardinals,
Shut up.
and they beat the Patriots.
So here's the deal. They're gonna beat San
They
Francisco.
haven't played
and that's the
anybody
deal.
yet.
Can
No,
you
they're not.
say hot trash? Yeah.
This game is going to be their first test of the season, and they're going to get their
Butts handed to them.
backside handed to them. Yeah.
You guys, listen.
All right.
Shut up.
We got.
How's the camera doing?
We got to move on.
We're
Listen,
last game.
This is
last
the last
game.
game. This is the only game that matters to us here.
Correct.
Well,
Even Gary.
It's the only game I'll
Even
probably get to
Gary-
watch.
Bengals versus Cardinals, and it's tough because we Bengals
We
fans
want,
we've had a
we
rough
want them
season.
to win. We've had a rough season.
But we should have won against the Titans. That's what kills me.
No.
No, we
Here's
should
the
have
deal.
won against the Titans. I don't care what
We
anybody
did not
says.
look good at all last
Yeah.
week.
Here's the
We
thing.
didn't look good. I'm just saying we should have.
Should have
Hey.
looked good. They should have
You
looked
know
good
what? We
on
should be
paper.
undefeated then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
because
should.
on paper they have a really good team, and
They sure do.
But here's
But their defensive coordinator doesn't know how to run their defense. So,
And their head coach can't call an offensive
oh my
play.
gosh, give it, Zach Taylor.
Dude,
I'm sorry, dude.
no.
You need to give up the reins to your offense coordinator. Let him call the plays, or let Burrow call the plays. 'Cause
Yeah,
Burrow-
Let Burrow call the plays.
He's been able to call the plays, a couple of times in 3 years? But it seems like every time he gets to call the play, it works because I think he knows what he's talking about as the field general.
Here's the
But-
thing. I'm sorry.
No,
Burrow's hurt.
Yeah.
He
he is hurt.
And
I
he,
mean,
he can't plant to throw. He's not throwing
He
the ball
can't
deep.
move in
That's
that down.
he's been talking a lot about hot trash. He's been playing like
You know,
hot trash.
he has
Yes.
been.
He's been playing like he's hurt.
Trash.
Yeah.
You know,
In reality, we've talked about it the last couple weeks, but he needed to sit out the first. 2
that
games.
game that they actually won, where he moved around, he
He re-injured
re-aggravated
himself. Yeah, he
himself.
re-injured
He
himself.
re-aggravated it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start us off though. I'm gonna say Cincinnati, and the only reason I'm saying Cincinnati is because they'll be at 2-3, which is what they started last year, and they should have went to the back-to-back Super Bowls, but the Chiefs somehow pulled off the refs and pulled off the referees. Were like just they paid them off. Paid off the referees.
I just really think the NFL doesn't want the Bengals to go anywhere. Did anybody see a play? I think it was against the Baltimore Ravens where It was a throw in the end zone for Baltimore, and I can't remember the wide receiver's name, but he pulled down our
Chuck
defender.
Swindle.
And the ref was looking this way when the play happened behind him, and then he seen that he just happened to glance and seen the receiver was on the ground. He was like, "Oh,
You talking about
pass
this year?
interference." What? Huh?
This
Talking
year?
about this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody see that?
No,
Was it with Odell? Was it Odell Beckham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you serious?" So that's why I think. I mean, I'm going for the Bengals this week, but I really don't think the NFL's gonna let them go any
I
further
got
if
my
they
opinion.
actually do make
I
it.
got my opinion.
Go.
Go ahead.
It's
You
hard.
can say whatever you want.
I know this.
Except for anything with the Steelers again.
Yeah, don't ever talk about
What, that
the
they were
Steelers.
my favorite
ever
team when
bring
I was
Actually,
Don't
you know
ever
what?
bring
Hold
that
on.
back
In his
up.
credit, we all picked the Steelers to win.
I did not.
Oh, you
I was
did
gonna
not.
say- Well, I think me and
I
you
did not.
Me and you did.
Sorry.
All right, go ahead.
They have to have this game.
We do have
They
to.
do.
Because
the Bengals have to have this game or their season is over.
hot take.
Joe
They'll
Burrow
never-
did say after his game last week that's the best he's felt on that injury.
This year?
And they're
This year-
playing a bad team.
They are. They have to. They should beat this team.
That's exactly why I'm going to say the Bengals.
I'm going to say
Yeah.
the Bengals.
Because
and
the
you know what?
Cardinals, as hurt as the Bengals are, the Cardinals are trash. They're not good. They
They
don't have a
did
good
beat
team.
Dallas though.
Okay, but so is Dallas.
Well,
Dallas
I mean,
is trash.
It's the Cowboys. I mean,
I know.
Shut
That's what
I
your
said earlier. I was just giving
mouth.
that to him.
Shut your
And
mouth.
so I agree. If I
That big,
agree with
fat,
him.
wide open mouth.
I don't
just
wanna say our-
close it.
I don't want to say our season's over, but if we
Here's-
don't beat the
our
Cardinals,
defense
I think
is
it's going to
zone
be tough to
defense.
come back from.
Needs
Again-
to cover the middle of the field.
Our defense looked good the first
They don't
couple
need-
games,
they don't
and
need
they
to run
looked
zone.
like trash last week. But
because if they don't win on Sunday, they're
Yeah.
going to be 1-5 because they've
Yeah.
got Seattle after that, and
Yeah.
Seattle beat them.
Oh yeah, Geno Smith.
Seattle's going to lose
I agree with that.
against the Bengals. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
They need to be 2-3, like I said, because that's how they started last season, and that took them to the AFC Championship game, where again they should have won, but
I think people
you
don't
know,
give Burrow
dumber
enough
heads
credit.
prevailed.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people are giving Burrow grief because you're the highest paid quarterback in the NFL,
should've-
and then all of a sudden you're hurt.
He should have never done that before the season started. But I think he did it because he was. I think that
Well,
injury.
here's the funny
I think
thing
that
ab-
injury was kind of like there. And
Here's
he
the
kinda
funny
knew
thing
it.
about the contract: it doesn't start. It doesn't start this year. It doesn't start next year. It doesn't start for 2 years. So
If
Can we talk about how Mahomes suddenly did the same thing? He got a pay raise right after that happened. Mahomes
He probably deserves it.
well, I mean, yeah, look at his wife.
Mahomes is
So,
the
I
golden
mean,
boy of the NFL. Let's just be real.
He'll win back-to-back Super Bowls for the
Mahomes is going to be the new Brady of the NFL.
oh yeah, you have to have somebody.
If Burrow had not signed that contract, he would have sat out the first 3 games.
yeah.
Ooh,
And
that's a hot take
Chase,
right
Which
there.
would
Well,
have been
hold
a
on.
good idea.
Jamar Chase
Yeah.
said it too. They probably should let him sit the first game, maybe even the second game. I believe that's what he
If he's
said.
not
Yeah.
listening to
Bro.
his buddies,
Like
At least
that's-
a month right there to heal.
I honestly, I feel the reason why he didn't sit is because Burrow was like, "Look, I want to play
People
for
are
my
counting
fans.
my
People are
contract."
counting on me."
yeah, I get that too.
And
but you got to think smarter than that. I can sit out the first 4 games. Sit out the first 4 games. No. Maybe the
Two,
first
at
2.
least 2.
At least
Maybe
2.
the first 2. Maybe the backup wins both of them, and you come in and lose the first 2. After that, you're still 2-2, but now you're sitting at 1-3.
what does that tell you about the backup, though, that they're going to put a hobbled quarterback out there in place of him?
He's not that good.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
not that
didn't they
great.
just pick up another?
They picked up
backup?
AJ McCarron.
McCracken.
For the practice squad.
Yeah, but
I
that just
guarantee
means
you
they're
we'll be
gonna
seeing
move him
on-
in.
Yeah,
he's
he's gonna end up
he's
being
just
the
getting
backup.
affiliated with the offense again.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. he's
Although
an
it was
affiliate.
Marvin Lewis's offense when he was here. Though.
Right. That's why I feel like they set him on
The practice squad
to kind of get
to
used
practice, right? To
Right.
practice.
Shut up.
Actually, I was driving in from the airport the other day with some passengers, and we were watching them practice on the outdoor practice field. So that was fun.
You
But
said
we're-
practice a lot just then.
practice? We talking about practice? Man, we over here talking about real games. You over here talking about practice. Sorry. And those are our hot takes for this coming week. Again, we missed Chicago. Again, I called it, but I didn't say it out loud that Chicago
No, you
would win
didn't.
40-20 against the Commanders. Again, you can believe me or not believe me. I don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't. Anyways, let us know what your predictions are in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, on TikTok.
Let us know if you think we're crazy for picking who we did pick. Who's crazy for picking things? Who's crazy for picking San Francisco?
Who's crazy? What? Oh.
What?
Maybe you just want to rewatch this and see how dumb we actually are.
Yeah.
Or how smart I actually am with my predictions.
I actually are. How smart
That he actually are. Is
I actually are.
I-
Anyways, thank you for watching today.
D3
Later,
D3P
taters.
out.
D3PP out.
No, D3P out.